And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Humankind. Obviously, we are loading up after the end of, well, the beginning of a stream here. So this is a continuation from earlier. We are detecting some stealth units. One of the comments I responded to on YouTube was about stealth and religion. Well, specifically, it was about the spy espionage mechanics, which I responded with, I don't have the DLC that adds that. Fair enough. Um, I know the stealth activity ties into that, but other than there being stealth units that are in the base game, I don't actually have the mechanics that tie with that. I think that adds a whole nother star that you can pick up like going through the tech tree. Right now, I think we worked out that the vote last time was to do, and fair, it was a vote of 1-1. So the vote was to do Austria-Hungary. We'll probably do Austria-Hungary next if we're going in there. I think we did Persia in the last run, which also adds to trying to do something different. We could definitely use more influence, and more stability and influence would be good for expanding. And the other than slightly different techs for when the unique unit comes online, in the fact that this unique unit is a stealth unit, really they would serve kind of the same purpose in army. Just weirdly, this one's a stealth unit, which probably will actually stop us from upgrading units into it. But that's fine. We haven't usually been upgrading units into it. So before we end the era here, we probably want to get one more building built, and we want to get 2 more techs built, or 2 more techs researched. Tech-wise, we're working on centralized power into humanism. Humanism gives us one way to generate fame from our luxuries, as well as a little more influence and more science. Centralized power here is just the prerequisite, so we technically didn't need centralized power in our meta strategy here. Although it does buff a home guard, makes our defenses a little bit scary. I also have queued up Flintlock here. We'll probably put like 1 turn of research in Flintlock, and we might actually not take it because if we're going Austria-Hungary, I think it's nationhood. I think the saying nationhood was it. I can pop into the thing. No, guerrilla warfare. So Austria-Hungary's unit replaces the partisans here. So we'll be running probably Depart into guerrilla warfare for the Austro-Hungarian special unit instead of military construction, which is an early line infantry for Persians. So in that case, I don't need the flintlock, other than the fact that we might technically want the flintlock in the short run while we're in the gap between it and partisans. In which case we'll stop researching. We'll do like Encyclopedia, Nationhood, Guerrilla Warfare, or something like that. Yeah, we want 2 more techs. We should have stopped in the end of a turn here, so there really isn't anything I need to necessarily do other than review the situation. Religion-wise, our religion has all the followers it needs to get up to the final tier. The other religion actually isn't. The other one, they don't have enough followers yet. I think it's 110, so they're not far off. Or maybe I'm wrong and they could. I don't know why they haven't tiered up then if they could. It might be a faith requirement as well. But yeah, we've got the full tier of stuff, which means ours scales off of number of people as well. So we should be trying to convert people. And yeah, and then we worked out we want to build another building. We're currently building a bunch of elephants. Let's cycle the turn. Let's get those elephants done. We can get the building built. Okay, I'm in a situation where we're going to have to start a fight with that guy. We'll just start a fight with that guy.
Take the enemy.
And they refuse to actually have the fight, which kind of works for me. We'll try to run these guys down. Got a couple... These are land units that are at sale. We'd like to probably get rid of them with the fleet if we can. And yeah, we're growing... Armies are growing stronger after the attrition we suffered in the past. I suppose doing Hotel de Invalides here quickly would meet the requirement I want for the building. Question is, where do I want to put it? Game is suggesting there, which is probably not a bad choice. Go ahead and do that then. Or maybe don't... well, actually, we do need the stability here, so we'll accept that. That's fine. And then same sort of thing here. We'll have you jump on... Actually, we'll get the district. The emblematic district. That'll go away. Ah! Game is giving me bad recommendations. It wants me to replace my stability bonus building, which I kind of need right now. We'll go there and see if that makes a little more sense. Okay. And we've got an event here. Prohibit / encourage. And we'll just encourage. Here we got our builder star. Oh, they are starting a siege. I don't think it's actually in their best interest, but we'll have to respond to that. Okay, you won't arrive this turn, but you'll arrive next turn. And because of the siege, we're running a money deficit. Okay. We do want the shared project done. Although apparently I need some more food. Well, that's probably pretty easy to fix. Okay. Let's get the shared project done. Let's get enough food to cover the thing. Let's move enough people off of science. Actually, no, we'll move off industry. We can slow roll the construction a bit. Let's try not to run quite a big deficit. Deficit's coming from the siege, so if we can end the siege, it'll fix itself. Okay, we're not going to be able to cover the whole deficit while the siege is ongoing. Fair enough. Let's pop into the siege. We're not going to surrender. I will actually do a sortie here. I think they're kind of made a mistake with their deployment. Okay, that seems fine. We can do hit and run with the elephants here. I guess our unit here is blocking the battle line. It's also a peasant, and thus apparently is really bad at fighting. Because we have out-of-date peasant troops. Okay, fair enough. We'll try not to use the peasants then. Just remembered we got some ships that got caught up in it. And that because of their deployment location can absolutely redirect the enemy's naval forces here. army's turn. Take advantage of the fact that they have more reinforcements to bring in. Okay. So we'll use our capital ships, because our capital ships can actually do ground bombardment, or coastal bombardment here. This was a battle the enemy, or the auto-resolve we were saying was actually heavily favoring them. Not sure how accurate that was given the defensive position strengths for us. Might not have been adequately including the reinforcements we can bring in. We decided to bring the reinforcements in as well either. Nope, battle continues next turn. Okay. Yeah, we got another army moving over there. We got one forming up here, one forming up here. Other than we're running deficit, nothing really concerning going on right now. Complaining about starvation. Oh, in this one up here. That should be easy to solve. We just move people to food production. And apparently you need more stability. We can work on that pretty easily. Oh, I can just do games pretty quickly. Where's the queue here? Queue, please. Thank you. There we go. Well, that's predicting 7 turns for that. That's not really as fast as I'd like. I'd like a more permanent one, and we get more permanent one done quicker just by building something, I suppose. We're probably not getting our happiness bonus from occupied resources from some luxuries or something. So we do a commons quarter, we can get a plus 25 commons quarter. Yeah, definitely do that. And then prioritize doing that now. In fact, we can just buy that right now. We'll just buy that right now. There we go. That should stabilize the city. Armies can complete movement. Do I want to get you involved? Either way, you can't get involved. Oh, actually, I could throw you in this turn. Let's throw you in this turn. Okay. We do coastal bombardment. Back, please. So that leaves the enemy with 1 unit left. In the round, with that 1 unit, chance to do stuff. Oh, they've actually brought more in by boat, which is probably a mistake for them, honestly. Yeah, probably a mistake for them, because that just means we're going to trim up with that navy. Oh, they're heading a few more units somewhere in the battle zone. Ah, over there. Okay. We shot you already. Okay. Okay, so I think we end the turn. We see how those units respond to enemy destruction on the fields. They do have more reinforcements they can bring in if they want to really keep the fight going. Although that wouldn't be a smart move for them. They still choose to bring them in anyway. AI be the AI sometimes. Okay, so we're not going to be completely able to destroy the enemy this turn, because they've just kept bringing more reinforcements in. So yeah, we can see the 3 units in theory they've still got in the fight. We can't see the reinforcements. Okay. Should be good enough. Redeploy, so we can effectively bring the artillery to bear on the next turn. Need to watch the rest of that. In the meantime, however, we can do a small naval engagement here. Yeah, going offense is the greatest defense, and absolutely destroying the ground forces here in a naval battle. Okay, I may be losing my capital ship here. Yeah, we basically trade the capital ship with the ground forces. Fair enough.
Have a seat. Have a glass. Let's get to know each other.
I think only of my people. Remember that.
They want to do a white peace surrender. We're going to refuse.
I'm sorry.
Partially because of the current
no
rate, they're going to
is better.
agree to everything we want next turn. So we can just be patient. We can win through patience here. Okay, we join in on getting that wonder done, so we can get it done this turn. You're building, your reinforcements got shipped in. We push these ones into the fight, but I think we are winning the fight at this moment with what we got there, so we're going to keep it in garrison in case someone threatens the capital. We did have some forces threatening the capital, but they then joined the fight and got absolutely riggedy wrecked for the enemy. Which works out for me. Ongoing war can now be ended, which we will do as soon as we are done with our battle here. Gotta run up the war score a bit first. Don't know if we'll be able to shoot there. No, that's too far. Can I sail over there? Can I shoot? No. If I sail here, I think the answer is still no. Okay. They get a turn. So they get to get their one range to attack. And they're bringing more boats. Okay. Probably a bad place to put it. He's, my Navy force is probably blocking my line of fire, if I were to guess. quite got rid of it yet. So we know there's the one boat and there's the one guy here. The boat's a reinforcement, so the boat's a reasonably new person, so that's why we haven't dealt the boat yet. We also control their flag at this point, so the battle should end. You've shot. Oops. Back to the battle, please. I wasn't done with the battle yet. Okay, you haven't shot. So if you can shoot from there, and you can't... No game, I'm not done with that battle. Okay, that's the turn. Battle turn, so the ship gets one shot off. Here we go. 64 population support for the war, minus 27 for the other side, and they took a lot more losses than we did. We lost 2 melees, which probably would have been the garrison. Probably lost some of the garrison. 4% of our units, 23% of our hit points. They lost 100% of their strength and 100% of their units. So, massive victory for us. And we lost 2 people in the city because of
Enough
garrison
with the
dying.
idle chat. What is it?
So now we go to war resolution. We ask for a surrender, and now we decide about which war goal. What rewards do we want? Why do I have 0 war score? Because apparently I have 0 war score. They declared on us, I suppose. Might be what's going on there.
It was merely a passing thought. Pay it no heed.
So glad you accept.
Yeah, apparently I get no war score, even though I've decisively won all the battles at this point. Okay, so we're just forcing them to white peace. Other than occupying territory, I'm not going to get war support quickly. We'll just ask for the surrender.
You had no other option. Accept your fate.
Careful.
There's just no way to make this work. I do not accept.
Hear me now. Nobody takes you seriously.
Okay. Technically a victory, although it's a little annoying that I got functionally nothing out of it. Other than the destruction of a lot of their forces. Go around our territorically, see if there's anything we want to try to work with. So you're growing every other turn, which is probably about right. Try to get science going and moving to the next era. You don't need the food. At this point, I'm not too worried about industry. We got most of the stuff we want in that city built. Here, we're building up these new army units, so that's fine. Every 2, okay. Here we go. Basically do a science focus. Let's get to the next era, get more stars to complete. Because right now... Okay, so they've moved to the next era. They've gone Russian. Which works with me. Means they really want to expand, so if we make them not expand, they will be denied a bunch of their easy fame. That also explains why I probably heard some things completing. Oh no, they're going up in the next turn. So they haven't gone up yet. They're going up. Which is probably a sign that we should be trying to as well. Wait, we're going to get this tech done, we're going to get the next tech done, and we're going to tech up.
wondrous work indeed. No doubt the neighbors are eyeing you with a great deal of jealousy.
Okay, I probably don't have the influence to pick up the next one. It's 10k. It's actually quite a bit for the next one. Another reason why we probably do want to go the Austro-Hungarians is to get a bunch of influence. So that tracks. More industry per worker, more workers' lots, more access to saltpeter. If we have access to saltpeter, which we do here. So yeah, we'll build that. We're already set to complete in 1 turn, which is good enough. Actually, let's grab that in case. Next upgrade's the university. We don't have the university yet, but might be worth grabbing either way. You are still building that army, although the army will be done a couple turns. In fact, can we speed it up so the army's done this turn? No. Either way, what we're doing, the army will be done next turn. Well, in 2 turns. Population will grow 2 in 2 turns, or grow 1 in 2 turns as well. Do something like that. Science, money, food. Do I need the food that badly? 1 every 4. Actually, we do need the food here. There's no food buildings we can do, sadly. You get some money. You get 19, which is nice. That's a reward for building market quarters, which we may want to do at some point. Also, it's got it's a prerequisite for something else that we'll want. You actually give me immediate ward. You don't do anything yet. You don't do anything yet. You're doing something, okay. And then we'll leave the ones that don't do anything yet, but we think we want preparation for later.
I think only of my people. Remember that.
My friend, I offer you a better way. Take it seriously.
Okay, we'll use that. We've issued that demand. We are probably going to want to go back to war with them soon. Just not yet.
It was merely a...
Yeah, we want to tech up as soon as this tech's done. 5 turns out. Okay, you're there. You're finished the army, which is good to see. Grab you. You've got no ongoing trade yet. You provide science, that's not a bad thing to grab. Okay, well, then we'll do these. Press freedom. Freedom of speech or propaganda. probably want the trade resources option here. We do probably want to wondrous resource or deposits.
Trading goods tends to lead to trading goodwill, good ideas, and good stories.
Want to do more civics? We probably do want to do freedom of speech. As tempting as it is to do propaganda. Though I think probably can hold off on that sort of influence a little bit. Oh, we can build the university. So we'll build the university, and that'll make it a little bit more valuable to actually build research quarters. Not that I apparently need them right now. So we're at the point where you definitely want to build a district of some sort. You're stable. With a 90% surplus, so we can definitely handle any negatives. Food, the best you can get is 27 food. We don't really need food because we're growing every other turn at the moment. Industry, we get a 30, although we don't really need industry either. Money is tempting. Science, what are we getting for science? 9. More importantly, this gets us another scientist slot. So it's 9 plus a scientist slot, which is a 10 science person. If I'm trying to do science, that's not a bad plan. Sure. Get a little bit of science that way. Hunt the infidel marked. Okay. Surprised the rest of the army is not getting damaged, but it is what it is. Can I
You
close
come
my
to
borders
talk?
against you?
I will listen.
Oh, they're playing a civ that's allowed to trespass. Fair enough. That explains why they're trespassing, because they can. Oh, that research quarter finished surprisingly fast. Get the next one next to it. Get that done in 2. Do university here.
"12 scientist stars provide a perfect balance. You can
go.
both study and collect stars at the same time."
So we got the luxury manufactory to be able to build, which is also what we wanted to do before we teched up, or era'd up. So we could technically go for 3 more techs to get the next science star. I think we are going to benefit from moving into the next era, which we decided earlier we were going to do Austria-Hungary. For a bunch more influence, +1 influence on district, +1 influence on emblematic district. We got lots of emblematic districts. So technically it's +2 on the emblematic district, +1 on everything else. And then we'll have a special district here to build, which is also pretty good for influence. So I'm going to hit adopt here, and we're going to have the clip for the new era here. Oh, it goes on the turn cycle. I gotta wait one more turn. Let's get acknowledgement here for the attack. Here we go. So when we hit end turn here, it will actually do the video.
The world gets larger, the cities expand, buildings reach higher, and roads stretch longer. And yet, the world gets smaller as bridges unite lands. Towns congest, and railroads bring distant goods to the doorstep. Anything seems possible in this wondrous future. Though as humankind grows, the planet itself appears to shrink. If other empires won't open their front doors to your artists and thinkers, you can send in your agents the back way.
Which is a reference to the unique unit for this era being a stealth unit, aka a spy unit, or an agent. New era as Austria-Hungary, we're going to want a lot of influence, which is very true. Colonial Blitz influence gained to this action will not count towards the next aesthetic star. So I guess this I just pay some money on to get a bunch of influence. Yes. Okay. And it's got a cooldown of 10 times when we're doing it. Fair enough. We do want influence for wonders. We can delay flintlocks. We're gonna want to dash to guerrilla warfare. Which, yeah, is, as I suspected, is through Encyclopedia. Pick up Academy pretty early on here, which is going to make it more viable to do more research quarters. Although some of these are looking a little potentially expensive with our resources. If we don't have as many metal or iron or gunpowder as expecting. But yeah, I think we're going to take the dash straight to our unique unit. And then we'll probably run for the strategics. So we'll run for coal and electricity, which isn't exactly strategic, but it's a bonus for owning the strategics. And then oil. Renew factory. Scientific method into microbiology. Yeah, something like that. And that's what? That's 10 techs queued up at the moment. Not quite enough to get all the era stars for the era, but a good start. And apparently we've entered the era and already picked up a couple stars. We're 2 stars in already. Because we have enough people, or have enough kills, and have enough territory. Science stars are going to be a little bit hard to get, and influence, we're going to be needing lots of influence. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to get our upper house. We're going to get these as many places as we can for the stability, the money, the influence, whatever we can get off of them, really. You're recommending lots of different places. So we'll go there. And there doesn't seem like a terrible place. There. Here we go. So that one can build 5. This regenerates stability, so we can spam them. Do them hard, do them fast, get them done quick. We'll come back and do the manufactories after we've caught up on the stability influence gain. You're not even going to give me a recommendation on where to put this one? Just going to let me wing it. Game has decided. We'll do there. Or was it giving me a recommendation? I wasn't recognizing. Ah, it's recommending down here. That's where I was confusing myself. There we go. Now I'll get the recommendation for that area. It does give a lot of science, so we should probably get that done soon. Let's buy that one out, get it done now. Anyway, let's focus a little bit on industry, get these out pretty quickly. Pull the attack rate down a bit, but... Okay. We're here as well. Just play everything that we don't think that isn't unique. Again, I want to get the influence flowing. Conquered empires. Enemies of the Empire. Yours is the martial empire, your history littered with stories of great achievements in war and battle. With the ever-bringing both great weapons and great insights, you have a duty to ask yourself, how should you treat your conquered enemies? Anti-imperialist. Okay, I think I need more war support, we go this way. Specifically trades stability for some combat strength on unit, which is probably just what we want to do. So yeah, we'll probably do the imperialist here. We're gonna get into another war. We don't need to rush until we are, in a war. What? We're at peace, aren't we?
I think only of my people.
Clear violation of the peace treaty. Excuse me, why mobilize some armies to deal with the annoyance here.
We won't ignore this unless you pay us.
I'm sorry, but no deal is...
Okay. Cycle the turn.
With 15 commons quarters, providing myriad intoxicating delights, people's opinion of their leaders will either be very good or very incoherent.
Either very good or very incoherent. Yeah, that about summarizes it. So, we're having fights. I'm not tolerating them just sitting on my land, causing problems. Okay, let's do this one first. Return fire. Okay, that's that fight. Let's pop over to this fight, which is also a pretty big fight. Find their initial deployment. Slowly working our way through the infiltrating stealth armies here. It's trespassing is apparently what the Russians do in this game. So you've shot, you've shot, you've shot. You're the only one who hasn't shot yet. You can get to there, so you can get a shot in. Okay, so that's basically our turn. Let them have a go. Not be surprised if the number of forces left that we do take casualties. Yeah, looks like we lost one. Although, based on what we've already dealt with them, one is not a lot. Oh, you've shot. Okay. Okay, you've shot, you've shot, you shot, you shot. It can be a little tricky to make sure we've actually got everyone to get their shot in. Looks like everyone's got the shot in. Okay. So in the round, their remaining units get to shoot. Okay, enemy wasted their opportunity to get a kill. that should kill the last one. Scoring us a militarist star while at peace. We apparently demonstrate to them why trespassing is bad against a person or against a nation that doesn't like you. So yeah, we'll have to deal with them up there. Well, it's not a bad turn from a shooting standpoint. And of course, it's interfering with the industrial capacity of a couple of our towns. It is what it is. We did lose one elephant. Let's no, we'll wait off and get that replacement. Yeah, we picked up the second militarist star of the era. Got the first expansion star. Got the first builder star. Barely made any progress on the stars that probably actually matter for the era, but you know, it is what it is. Taking advantage of the move. Shoot, move. Run up, take a shot. Feel like it's far back out of the way, so it's not blocking the next wave coming in. Okay, we're not going to be able to get everyone involved, I think, here. Yeah, the terrain is blocking us. Although we'll be able to get a better volley on the next turn. Never mind. Better volley than this turn. And we take their flag. There we go. More war support for us. More units of theirs destroyed.
quickly, before I call the dogs.
I find your proposition outlandish at best. There's just no way to make this work.
Find your proposition outlandish at best. The fate of veterans. After winning several famous victories for the Empire, many soldiers are now coming to an end of their military lives, hopeful for dignified older age. With strong nationalist feelings across the land, many people are having families in the Empire's armies. They've had much public support. How will you treat your veterans? We can honor them, which is just build cheaper. Go for support. Pay them money. No veteran should starve, but they needn't live in luxury. Although that one gets me +1 combat strength on units. That one just moves me that way. Then we get Defiant, which we don't want. We'll do Honor, actually, because a little bit of stability for combat strength, I think it's worth it. And yeah, we'll wait until we get our infantry in the next era so we can actually properly storm the city. I thought I need to get more boats before we actually declare on these guys. New wonder can be claimed. Oh, they've declared on us. Fair enough.
It is good to see a friendly face in this fickle world.
I must protect my people. I must destroy you.
May this betrayal haunt you, and...
Run away! May that be a sign for how the war is to come. The enemy fleeing before us. Detain population. And then we can pick next unclaimed wonder. So from this new era, we can't grab the Statue of Liberty. They claimed it first. That is actually a pretty strong one. If we can figure out where they build it, we'll want to take it from them. Yeah, it's saying new content. We've been running this content the entire time. Running the stream, or running the game. Kaiser Lake Wharf. Let's construction new district adjacent tile. Minus 50% heal action cost on naval units. Plus 20 industry on harbor. Tempting. Big Ben, really good for science. Eiffel Tower. Wants to be surrounded with industry and gives more industry on all cities. Specifically for fighting this is probably the better one. I think we're going to go science. We're a little bit behind on science. Go and claim Big Ben. And it won't be long until we can afford the next one, assuming we build Big Ben fast enough. Well, I don't know if it's the lack of... Well, actually, we can see they've got a bunch of people. We've just driven them out of the local areas. What's going on? Oh, I should send some troops over to the Western Front. We do have some coming over there. I should probably get a fleet over there at some point.
There's a stealth army inside your empire's territory. Now, any ideas on what they might get up to?
Okay, let's start getting you over there to deal with them. And yeah, if we try to go invade that city right now, because we can't actually get in the city, we're just going to get in a weird attritional battle on the outskirts. Go push ahead with the boats. Pull the second one of you back as well. Or West Coast defense. East Coast, I think we're good with the 2 armies and the Navy. Anything I need to get done in the Navy. Is there any recommendations on where to build this? No. So if there's no recommendations, I should go around based off of... Although we're gonna be full on all these, right? Because this is gonna be providing... Well, actually, this doesn't provide per district. Oh, actually, quite a bit because of stuff. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to sort of blindly decide where I want this to go. Middle of nowhere wouldn't actually be the worst of plans. Oh, it needs a river. But basically, the middle of nowhere shouldn't be the worst of plans because I could always build markets next to it to get science. Also, got science for adjacent administrative quarter. And it needs. So that's an administrative quarter. So, like, there wouldn't be too bad. Although we're trading food and industry. Although we're trading food and industry in the city with the biggest food and industry. So that's probably fine. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I think the winner's taking precedent over the tea manufacturers. We can do the tea manufacturer, the manufacturers whenever we want. And we're not catching up particularly fast. We're still 4K behind the lead. Looking at the time, I should go ahead and put a part break in here. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break to get up, stretch the legs, sip a little bit of tea. And then we will get back to porting here. We can start to see some of the strategic resources, like the oil here, this area. But yeah, I think the game is going well, although we are struggling trying to catch up with first while trying to resist first. One way to do that is probably once, again, I think we're going to take the quick rush. That's what we've got going in the tech tree, right? We're going to rush up to our era unique unit. This is a stealth infantry gunner unit. I think we can take cities pretty reasonably with these guys. So we're going to get like a stack of 6 of these together. We'll probably support them with the elephants because the elephants are still functional. But this is probably what we use to actually take cities. And that's what we need to do, I think, to stop number 1 from running off with it. Because that's kind of what they're doing. As much as we try to chase them, they're running just as fast as we are, and that's not successful. So with that, I wish you all the best of luck and good time until the next part and/or stream, although the stream's going to continue. With that, bye for now.